3-3이제는요 이기자.
아누비스 신전에 진입을 준비하십시오.
아 아누비스네. 아 이제 메타 좀 바꿨으면 좋겠다. 근데 3-3이제 밑.
A 거점을 수비하십시오.
몇 걸리나도.
Alright, let's just keep trying to get some all charge here, obviously. Throwing it at the corner there. Sweet little pull that Orisa did.
봐. 넘어왔다.
리퍼 탈탄다 오른쪽 위로.
Look how he's backed up here. He can still heal his team from this distance, but it makes it harder for something like Doomfist to come in and smash him.
리퍼 뒤로 돌아.
More alt charge. Still has a decent amount of healing resources, so he can throw that. Fades out towards the point where his team is most likely to want to go next.
얘들아 리퍼 리퍼.
새로운
TP 빠졌으면 좀 더 빨리 지르고.
거점을 잃었습니다. 새로운
TP 빠졌으면 좀 더 빨리 지르고. 이번 용화 치고 용화로 갈게요.
전 아직 간다고 말 안 했습니다.
아니, 너 와야 돼.
아니? 안 가. 용화로 안 가. 아 지금!
He ults when the other enemy team looks like they're committing to the point.
루시필이었는데.
Pressures the Lucio and tries to get a kill. Any kill would be good on 2 CP. And yeah. Throws a healing orb now since they're lower in numbers and they need to survive on the point.
안돼 이 난전 속에 딜러가 죽으면 안돼요.
His team's back. It looks like they can push him. He's getting aggressive here and throws a damage orb instead of a healing orb to move forward. As well as look, he has all these heals anyways.
거점 봐볼게. 떨어지는 거 볼 수 있나? 둠비 봐볼게 나는.
야좀 나한테 이거라.
힐. 리퍼 공조심. 리퍼 망령 없거든요.
정면 좀 깔게.
천천히 이거 걔 더 온다. 오래 살릴게. 안녕. 힐. 거점 봐볼게.
Going back. Just want to look at
거점 봐볼게.
builds here and how quickly.
떨어지는 거 볼 수 있나? 둠비 봐볼게 나는.
It's hard to see.
야좀 나한테 이거라.
So we got like
힐.
25% all out.
리퍼 공조심. 리퍼 망령 없거든요.
정면 좀 깔게.
Farm stress right here.
천천히 이거.
이거 걔 더 온다. 오래 살릴게. 궁 써줄게.
와 이게 뒤에.
Touches just for a moment to stall the timer and grabs his health.
일로.
카라페이 살수 있어요?
안돼.
Too bad. Notice that other Moira throws a damage orb there, because since he's lower on health. So
낙나? Let's go.
something interesting to look at.
저희가 스펙만 드릴게요. 맞았어 이거 뭐이라 이렇게.
이거 포킹 많이 맞아도 돼. 이제 맞지 마. 시그마 조심.
He's throwing him damage orbs, putting as much
나
pressure.
힐 없어. 천천히.
천천히 팔아먹어.
Looking for any way to kind of use these guys as batteries to charge up his heals again.
가자.
매자.
뭐야?
어디겠는데 이거 버텨. 밀어. 어리사 조심.
우리 시그마 살려봐. 못 살려? 나 루시 본다. 뒤에 리퍼 보자, 뒤에 리퍼.
Called out by him.
시그마 잡으러 간다.
Almost has us all together.
거점 먹고 감.
그리고 수많은 증거가 이
한 방이면 돼.
한사바리바리바. 봉고 내가 깨볼게.
모이랑 쏘.
잠
한 방이면 돼.
한사바리바리바리바리바리.
살려줘.
얘네 모이라공 없고 시그마공 없어. 얘네 봉고 내가 깨볼게.
모이랑 쏘.
정면 지르자.
세워서 갈래? 까지?
여기 왼쪽 가는 척하고 정면 지르자. 왼쪽 가는 척하고.
아 오케이.
이거 다이 정면 고고 정면. 시그마님 시그마. 야. 비트는 좀. 봉고는 깼어.
Notice how he gets rid of the Arisa ult as first quickly as possible with his ult, since he can go right through the shield, and that does so much damage.
나 죽겠다 이거. 비트는 좀 아쉽. 시그마가 외국인인가?
정면 페이커 칠래요?
예예.
Spraying
시그마 고메인
instead of full using.
우리 고메인 시그마 고고고 고메인
네네 지금 가자.
시그마
정면 뭐? 오리사.
시그마
리퍼.
뒤tum피 아씨 나 죽겠다. 우리 다 죽겠는데. 아이고. 뒤에 리퍼님들 빼자.
Hides here. This part's funny.
지금 막 케어 플레이.
하고 싶은데.
More all charge, and he's able to fade back to his
리퍼
team.
여기. 리퍼 나이스.
Slick use of his kit there.
야 지금 리퍼.
tum피 안 보여. tum피층
천천히. 보고 썼네. 너무 갈게. 리퍼.
할만해 이거 할만해.
리퍼 오른쪽 리퍼 뒤에.
오리사 부른 중.
할만한데.
아이고 까비.
Like how he threw that healing orb down so that his team has the best chance to use it, no matter where they're.
내 뒤에 tum피 있는 것 같은데. 이놈 또 할만해. 오리사 무리했거든. 아 뭐 밀었구나.
혼자한테 갈게. 우리 시그마.
리퍼 우리 위에 나 힐업도 한국님.
뺄게요. 아이고 가자.
아파라.
정말 넘어왔어.
tum피 온다. tum피 딱이렸어. 나이스.
I like how he kites that Doomfist punch. He kind of almost expects it and pulls back to outside of its effective max range by just a bit. It was slick.
죽어?
Supports his DPS.
루시.
He supports his DPS there, so that they can cap that door off and basically make it so their Reaper doesn't die. He's a huge threat at that.
루시 보자. 리퍼 변수 조심.
He's off the point right now, which is good. He can still heal a lot of people from this position, but it makes it harder for him to be focused down.
리퍼. 브리기트 뭐야? 왼쪽 브리기트 한 발 볼 준비.
Still thinking about his ball there.
뿌리.
나 브리 뭔데?
Alright, watch this moment, because I remember this. He drops down to get the Reaper. Since the Reaper keeps on stalling the point, it's kind of annoying as hell, and with his ult here, he can screw that Reaper over if he keeps his range, keeps the distance.
나이스. 오 이렇게 빡세.
뚫었으니 다행.
낙낙? 나도 이거 진다고 본다.
공격 시작 1.
그냥 바로 밀게요. 이속 없. 하나, 둘, 셋. 우리 다 괴물이 한다.
This is the same pattern as before, healing and damaging as much as possible, throwing his damage orbs out in the beginning, looking for ways to charge up his heal resource meter and pocket his team as he can.
방패들만. 에이, 시간 포트. 레디야?
Got his ult, quickly, just like before.
오이랑 하나 쓸게.
Putting as much pressure on the enemy team as possible, looking for anybody out of position that his team can focus, along with his ult.
오씨. 모이라 잡을 수 있나?
Uses his right click to charge up his healing resource off the Moira and pressure her at the same time, but he's not trying to kill her. He's just trying to make her do something and feel pressured. Right click damage orb, great.
시그마. 앞에서 공이나 좀 채워야겠다. 아봐 나 말까지 했네.
Moves forward here to support his Reaper, who's probably just looking for some more ult charge, or a potential pick.
시동 빠르지.
이제 때라면 가능하다니까?
Or maybe he was just doing it for his own ult charge, I don't know. Or all those above reasons.
오른쪽 가자.
라이트.
이거 오른쪽 이거 들어보시. 이거 둠피만 왼쪽 가고 우리 왼쪽 가자. 둠피만 왼쪽 가봐.
오케이.
시원 보냈어.
이게 널
가자.
치유할
하나,
것.
둘, 셋. 오케이, 끌어드릴게요. 들어와봐.
Notice how he's not pushed up super close here. You can see the Doomfist close right. It's probably trying to figure out where their DPS are and make it so he's not the most easy to access or one of the hardest to access characters on the team.
변수 조심. 우리 시그마 띄워줘요. 시그마 죽어.
리퍼.
나 모이라 공차.
And you quickly switches between both of those different phys damage and healing to keep that Orisa alive. He's not panicking because Orisa is pretty tanky. But just kind of look how he's switching back and forth there.
오사 필.
공정가 없어요. 혼자서야 돼.
오사 빼야 돼.
아, 이거
저기 살려.
He could have gone for that health pack there, but then after looking at how things are going and where his team was at and whether or not he felt immediately threatened, I think he's decided it was better to get up here and support this fight up here. They had a chance and that he was not going to die quite yet, and then he could use his right click. So he's having confidence in himself to get through that situation and hopefully support them and pull them out of it.
루시 필이었는데. 루시 필.
할만해. 아직 할만해.
우리 비트가 조금 막을 수 있다.
쉽지.
내 의지는 이루어지리라.
어디서 시프트 뺐네.
Same pattern as before, throwing his damage orbs, get his ult charge up.
얘네 시그마 자꾸 힐 가른다.
Uses a Sigma to try to just keep his healing resources up. He's not trying to kill him.
리퍼 나한테. 준비. 리퍼.
Things are kind of falling apart, so he's coming back towards the point, thinking that maybe his team would go that way.
와 우리가 힘좀 개밀리는데?
Doesn't work out like that.
밀려버려.
내 의지를 느껴봐라.
He has his ult, but he still throws his damage orb. So I guess as much pressure as he can create, and much possible advantages he can create for his team, he's going to try to before they push in.
오
뭐야?
위험했다. 이거 안에부터 정리하자. 안에부터. 이거 정리 제대로 해야 돼요. 백도 당한다. 원래? 아까 느낌인데 이거? 리퍼 뒤에 텔.
Goes out the Reaper position.
준비 레디.
Trying to alt to create pressure in the front so that the other team doesn't get an advantage of that Reaper being in the back, getting their targets kind of low. Basically, he expects that they're going to want to push soon, and he wants to take the momentum out of that and put as much pressure on them so that they can't do that easily, as much as he can right away.
와 씨.
할만해.
나이스. 공기전 아끼자. 이거 힐 줘줘요.
Healing orb just to stabilize this team since they're kind of low and they need to have stability.
모이란 잡아야 될 때. 모이란 잡아야 돼. 루시는 어디 갔어?
빠졌어.
3분만 말했어. 3분만.
Just looking for alt charge and anything you can do to just pressure them right now before they're actually grouped up to do anything.
조금 많이 썼어.
You can do that because he can fade out, obviously, like you saw him do. But like, with Moira, and let's say have a way to insta kill you, and that's up close or whatever, then you can actually stay up there and pester somebody for a little bit longer, because you have the ability to decide when you leave the fight and get back to safety.
거점에 싸우자.
The fact that the enemy team is all stuffed in a very small location is good for his damage orbs. So he's just trying to farm them as much as he can right now. He's probably thinking about fading around to the other side of the point in a moment.
비트 우리 비트.
Yeah, but now he's as far away from them as he can be compared to the rest of his team, who's collapsed to this other side of the point.
나 모이랑 못 되는데. 상건이 일로 와봐.
Just trying to keep his team alive and stalling the point so the enemy team can't do anything there.
내 쪽 뒤에.
He does that just to stall the point a little bit longer, since his Sigma is kind of playing the back of the point. And he does that because he can touch and then fade out and still be okay.
커피.
나
리퍼. 거점 밟아야 돼.
모이라 필이었어.
거점.
거점 내가 밟는 중. 오사 필. 오사 빼지. 웨이트.
He asked this ball basically to wait so that he can get this all charge off of him as much as possible.
땡큐. 나 힐 아껴야 돼요.
정면 오나?
Still looking to pressure the enemy team, work on getting his ult up, get rid of the tanking resources for the shield there, but mainly just to get his ult going again.
얘네 시그마가 잘한다.
리퍼 뒤에. 그래서 봐. 리퍼 뒤에. 리퍼 뒤에.
볼 조심하면서.
Oops.
볼 조심하면서. 오르사님 조심. 살았다. 나 루시 볼게. 위험했다.
He's looking for picks here, anything he can kill, and again put pressure on whatever the enemy team is doing to advance here, since they got something.
리퍼 보자.
나 뒤에.
Notice how slick that was, where his healing orb goes towards where he's hoping to fade to? That's so slick.
야, 리퍼 왼쪽에 리퍼 시프트 없다? 오야, 씨.
둠비.
진짜 봐.
빼야돼. 무리 넣어.
모이라가
내가 피해를 복구.
Here, I think he's trying to just keep his team stable with full health and look for any possible opening to build his ult charge, but with the priority of keeping his team at decent health more than just the ult charge in general.
위험하다 지금. 오 씨, 깜짝아.
나이스.
다음 턴 막턴이에요.
이제 여기 막자.
나 모이랑 찼어. 모이랑으로 한타 열자. 끌어당기고 우리 먼저 갈 준비하자. 정면으로 오면은.
오케이.
오른쪽 가도 먼저 가자. 오른쪽 가도. 가자. 오우 쉣. 아이고 할만해.
이거 잡았어. 할만.
Alright, I like that he does this because I feel like his intention here is to keep one of the major DPS damage dealers distracted for a short moment so that at least this team has one less variable to deal with. I think he's thinking about doing that, pull that guy away so that he can, and then fade back to his team and see if he can do anything about the point.
우리 자 힘 안 줄까?
델.
마지막
리퍼한테 우리 생각 키다. 아 씨. 시프트.
괜찮아. 야, 리퍼
리퍼 끌어봐.
Look at where their Orisa's position is kind of cool. Like she can basically still contest the point, but and shield dance, giving her the most opportunity to be protected.
천천히 둠피부터. 아직 몰라요 이거. 나 오른쪽으로 나가는 중. 오른쪽.
몰라.
항공 라이 사이드.
잡으러 갈게.
돌려.
Bounces his orb in such a way that the most people on the point could be healed if they remain on the point.
신발장 도와줘.
Supports his Reaper so he can get this kill.
와우 나이스. 이걸 막으면.
아니 이거